everyone, happy Friday. I would love this to be formally known as Phaser Friday. I don't know, it's kind of corny, but it sounds like fun. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of requests about how to make specific phasers. So we're gonna start this Friday with a very simple one, which is just a circle phaser, and go from there. Okay, let's dive into the software. Now, I have my grid group here, and I'm going to put it at full so we can see what's going on. And I'm going to be using the phaser editor. So here in the 2D view, I have my selection tool on, so I'm seeing this like cross here. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is like I'm looking down the barrel of the fixture when I'm looking at the phaser editor. And to make a circle sometimes, or really any position effect that you're trying to make on this, it's really easy to be like, I'm going to add a lot of points because I can, and it makes it really easy to, but we want to still try to keep it simple so that it's simple to edit in the future. It's something we want to keep in mind as we're making phasers. So to make this circle phaser, I want it to be relative, so I'm going to use this R+ button to make a relative point. And I'm going to click here just above the origin, and I'm going to click here just below the origin. So now I have this tilt phaser running back and forth. It's not a circle yet. I like to use this tool here to select all of the points. You'll see this symbol in a couple different places in the software. So here on the left, here at the bottom in the step bar, and all the way to the right of the encoder toolbar, you'll see it in a third spot. Now that I have both steps selected, I can see here from the little yellow circle around them and the fact that 1 and 2 are selected in the step bar, I can go grab the mouse tool for move handles, click on this one here, and then I can grab either point, doesn't matter, and if I drag out from that point, it's going to start to draw a circle. Awesome. So this was created with relative values. So if I go here in my encoder toolbar, I can look at values and timing. I can see that there's nothing happening in the absolute layer. This is what we want because we want the circle to run relative to whatever point the lights are set to. Then if I hop over here to the relative tab, I can see, hey, this is what my relative values are for step 1, and my relative values are for step 2. Now, if you're super specific and you're like, oh no, I want these to be like the same, I could go in here and punch in 0 for pan, maybe 30 for tilt, and then I can do the same thing for step 1, and then this would be -30. So that's just a way if you want to keep it like precise, -30 to +30. If you just want to like look at it and use the phaser editor, that's okay too. It's still going to look the same. Now that I have this circle running, and this is something that I might want to keep as a template. So you can see in the demo show, there's a lot of these template phasers. I'm going to scroll all the way over so I have some empty pools here. And I want to store this universally, but I do have, this is an all pool, and I do have dimmer on here. So I first want to pop in here to my at filter, which is on the left, not the right. And I'm going to toggle off dimmer so it doesn't store. There we go. Now we're going to store this. Perfect. I'm going to call this my circle. So this is just a template circle that's in my show. It's great. Let's go ahead and clear this out, grab my grid group again, maybe put my lights at full, and I'm just going to tilt them downstage in the, other downstage. There we go, in the absolute layer. So this is my position, they're tilted downstage, and I want them to run a circle around this position. This is when I would go in and grab my circle phaser here. So you'll see nothing changed in the absolute layer. They are moving independent of each other. This is a whole topic for another day. But now my relative phaser is running around my circle, but we might want to tweak it a little bit. So first, I'm going to go change the speed to something where the lights do not have to go faster than they can. And then I'm going to set my phase to 360. So the other question that I've gotten is, okay, how do I make this symmetrical? Now, first we need the phase to be symmetrical. I need 360 to be what's happening on either end. So this is done with wings of 2. Once wings of 2 is done, okay, we've seen some symmetry, but the pan doesn't know how to be symmetrical without another button called transform mirror. So down here on the left, I'm going to hit transform mirror. And now it's done a symmetrical circle. So now this is something that I could save selectively or put into a recipe line or put into a queue or wherever I need it in my show, and it's time to go.